All right. Hello, 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 and happy Friday night, Tarot and Chill. This week I am so excited to be here with you all today. I'm very grateful and filled with lots and lots of love to share with you all in this space that we co-create with one another. This week we're going to do things a little bit differently. I really want to be able to hold space for a healing meditation to be able to offer for anyone who's working through a tough experience in whatever way that is, whether it be physical, mental, or spiritual. We're going to offer a space for a little bit of healing in that aspect. And then afterwards, we're going to dive straight into some messages from Spirit. So today I am joined with the amazing Amanda, and we're gonna just share a little bit of gratitude like we do, and then we'll just jump straight into our meditations. So, hi Lala, thanks for joining. This week, my gratitude sits very deeply in the now moment. I spend a lot of my time really excited about the future or like reminiscing about the past or thinking about the things to come. And I've really been working to be able to be present in the now moment. And this past week, I've been granted the grace of slowing down and giving myself that now moment. And wow, you guys, I want to approach everything in my life from this new angle of like, oh, I can take a breath. I can slow down first. I can do something maybe like half the speed as I did before, and it's still going to be good. Maybe it'll be better. Maybe it'll be different, but it's going to be good either way you look at it. So, yes, so cultivating an awareness and an appreciation for the now moment. And that's my gratitude for the week. I'm also really grateful for honest and authentic conversations. I know that sometimes they're hard to have, good or bad, either way, indifferent, but I'm grateful for people that can be authentic and to hold space for authentic conversations and who are open minded and able to make direction in order to continue that communication. We all change in life, and I think sometimes we struggle to realize that. And whenever we can acknowledge our change and acknowledge the struggle, then we can all move forward together cohesively. So, yes, this is me sending my gratitude, acknowledging upcoming change, and passing the talking stick to Amanda.
I've had an interesting week. We have had a little bit of health issues here. So I'm very grateful for universal healthcare, first of all. But a lot of my gratitude this week has just been me being really grateful for the little opportunities that I've been given, and just realizing that, like, even though I'm not exactly where I want to be, I'm in such a better space than I was 2 years ago, 3 years ago. And I'm doing a lot better off than I could be if it were not for those opportunities that I've been given. So, like, I really appreciate even just the people that randomly come into my life to help me out in that moment and then are gone just as quickly. It's the little things that the universe is just like, here you go, here's a little bit of help for you just to keep you going on your path. You don't think about those little moments that come into your life. And this week has just been me going over the realization that, yes, I've done a ridiculous amount of work on my own, and I've struggled because of that, but I didn't get here on my own. I got here because of all of the people that have come into my life in the last 3 years. So I'm grateful for everybody that has helped me along the way.
Yes, I love that, Amanda. You are so right. The amazing people that have been in our lives. I just, it's like that's what goes back to, like, we change as we grow in life, and that's why I think it's so special that whenever we have people that actually stick around with us as we change, because that's a special connection. You want to keep those. So, I mean, we live through all of our connections, right? But anywho, here we are. I am really grateful to be here with you all. And hi, Flash. You are all so more than welcome to hang out in the chat. Just vibing tonight. The energies this week have been really fluctuating, and so we're just honoring whatever it is that we need to do to be here in this now moment today. And we're going to start today off with a little meditation, drop into our heart centers, and go into some messages. So if you are joining me and you would like to find a comfortable position, I invite you to allow yourself to just straighten your spine a little, or if you're laying down, just allow yourself to kind of rest your shoulders and really just relax down into this now moment. If you have a glass of water, I do invite you to bring that close by and take a moment, light a candle, bring an incense. If you'd like, you can smudge your space. I've already done all of that for my space and for us, so if you'd like to add additionally, I encourage you to do so. And we're going to begin by just allowing ourselves to focus in on our center, imagining a beautiful lotus flower unfolding on the crown of our heads. And if you'd like, you can place one hand over your heart and the other hand over your belly. And we're going to begin by taking a nice deep breath in. And release. Dropping those shoulders, straightening your spine. Even invite you to bring a gentle smile to your face as we bring in another inhale. And release. Beautiful. Let's breathe in one more time together. Breath in. And release. Imagining as you exhale this lotus flower, drinking in a beautiful silver light, pouring down through the crown of your head, through your third eye, down through the throat, and into the heart center, expanding with your breath and moving through your shoulders, down your torso, into your solar plexus, down through your sacral, and ending at the base of the spine at the root center, and allowing this beautiful silver light to move through your arms and your legs, reaching all the way to your fingers and the tips of your toes, filling your body with healing light energy. And I just invite you to imagine that with each breath you take, this light glows a little brighter, and even brighter until you yourself are shining as bright as a star in the night sky. And inviting this beautiful white light to purify your energy, to cleanse your space of any stagnancy or ruminating thoughts, allowing them to be released and reaching all the way out to the stretches of the universe with your unique light. And I invite you to bring your awareness now back into your heart center. We're going to imagine our heart centers today as a beautiful green pool. And you can imagine yourself walking up to this pool of water, envisioning whatever landscape you may notice, noticing the details and the trees and the rocks and your feet as you walk up to this cool green pool of water. You may notice that there is a waterfall or a fountain, allowing these waters to be cleansing and moving through. As you step into the water, I invite you to imagine the cool, crisp water touching the tips of your toes, sinking over your foot, creeping up your ankle, moving along your calf and up to your knees. And imagining this cool water rising as you step further into this beautiful pool. And inviting you to reach all the way to your shoulders now, feeling the water as though it is just below your chin. And if you'd like, you can imagine yourself taking a gentle breath in and dunking your head into the water so you are completely submerged. If you'd like, you can hold that breath for just a moment, imagining yourself free floating peacefully in this water, not a worry in the world, weightless in this now moment, free to breathe with nothing else in this space but your heartbeat. Just inviting you to listen to the rhythm of your heartbeat for a few more moments, cultivating this space of awareness, healing, peace, and stillness. And whenever you're ready, you can imagine yourself coming above the water and washing your hands over your face and your hair, and continuing to rise out of this pool of emerald green. And you can see the water dripping off of you as you step through, as it rises over your hips, down to your knees, and eventually stepping all the way out of the water. And inviting you to continue along your journey as you will, walking forward in love and gratitude, and remembering this little cultivated space of peace that lives within your heart at all times. May you know that you may access it whenever you may feel called. And inviting you to bring your awareness back into your physical body, bringing your awareness into the now moment, into your arms and into your legs, wiggling your fingers, wiggling your toes, wiggling your knees and your nose, and opening your eyes whenever you feel ready. Thank you all so much for joining me in that meditation space today. I hope you've been able to find a cultivated space of peace, and I do have a message to start. Amanda, did you have something you wanted to share before we go into the messages?
No, I have cards, so nothing specific to share except for the message. But I'll let you go first.
Okay. Well, I think this message is pretty perfect as usual. You know, when do we ever get a message that's not perfect? But this week, I really feel like it is extra special. We have on the bottom of the deck, I'm bringing our attention to first, and I'll come to the message. But the bottom of the deck is the Chariot in reverse. The Chariot in reverse speaks of maybe beginnings that preemptive beginnings. Like you did something a little sooner than maybe you should have, or at this point, it doesn't really matter what happened. The underlying energy is being able to kind of take a step back and to slow down and to really just give yourself the grace of it's like if you walk into a door and you're like, oh, that was terrible. Maybe no one noticed, and everybody probably did notice, but it's okay. You just kind of shake it off and you open the door and walk through. You know, it's like that energy. So that's just the underlying energy going on, though. So we'll let that seep out however it needs to in today's messages. But the message is the Seven of Fire and the Lovers in reverse. So this is being able to see where, oh man, this is so hard. Okay. You have choices when it comes to life, whether it be in love or relationships or jobs, opportunities, advancements. But sometimes there's a conflict between what we know we should want and what we actually want. And then there's also an awareness of being able to discern when what we actually want is what's good for us versus I'm really getting stuck on my own words today, guys. But really it's standing up for your beliefs, but you don't really know what you're standing up for. Like you know what you're gonna say, but then you go to say it and the words just don't come out. So yeah, I'm excited to hear what Amanda has to say to add to this, to move from this. But I really feel for the messages starting for today is it's almost like the stubborn-headed, like I'm gonna believe what I need to believe and I'm gonna do what I'm gonna do. But then like somewhere in the back of your mind is like the voice of reason. So that's what I got. I'm gonna pass it to Amanda and see where else we go. Hi Alice, thanks for joining. I don't know if anyone else joined, but hi Flash. Okay, Amanda, your turn.
So I feel that message like ridiculously strongly. I have been very stubbornly standing up for what I believe in, which is I have no freaking idea. So yes, I very much get that. My message does not flow from that for like the first time ever because it's a love reading, because of course it is.
Well, mine was trying to be, but I was not gonna say that. That's why I was struggling. So go for it.
So it's a good love reading at least, so that's something. We got Six of Cups. There's really no point in showing these cards because you guys can't see them because my light's purple, but it's all good. King of Pentacles, the Wheel, and the Paranormal. So, we have a soulmate coming in, and this is, we don't have the wish fulfillment card, but this is like a wish fulfillment. So this is the person that we've all been calling in individually. And whether you're in a relationship with or right now or not does not necessarily mean that this is a whole brand new person. This is just what you've been calling in for yourself relationship wise. But King of Pentacles is a very stable, loyal, self-sufficient, emotionally available, like pretty much everything that you need relationship wise person. This is new beginnings, so this is brand new energy. Even though it's a soulmate and someone from a past life, this is something that you've not experienced before in this life. So again, even if you're already in a relationship, it could be with the person that you're in a relationship with. It's new energy with someone who is basically everything that you personally require in a relationship. The warning with this is stop freaking overthinking everything. And that's it. Kristen's already lost in TikTok land.
I'm sorry, TikTok has got me today. TikTok, I love you guys. Thank you for joining over from TikTok Wowzers. But yes, TikTok. Okay, I love it whenever people try to go live with me on TikTok, but I don't know. I've not played with that, and random people do. And I'm sure it's great. Like, love you, random friend, but like, I'm doing a thing, so I can't do that. Anyways, maybe in the future we'll. Well, since Amanda dove into it, I figured we would add to the messages.
Might as well. That's what
We've got the Whispers of Love Oracle deck, and while Amanda was pulling, the card that I pulled is card number 3, and it says, back to what you love, reevaluate your desires. And this is a card that I pulled recently in a deck, and it's funny because to me, in the past, I've never really looked at the picture of it as being like, oh, you just noticed this one main path, this one main road. You're like, oh, look, there's the sunshine. But then, like, can you guys see? Can you see it? There's a little path that goes off this way into the woods that's a little darker. Anyways, point being, I have seen this card a million times, and I've never noticed that. And I particularly relate to the path on the side. Like, I'm normally the one who's like, okay, there's 2 paths in front of me. One is really bright and well lit, and the end goal is right there, and I could just zoop. Or there's this path, and it zigzags, and there's curves, and there's cliffs, and there's monsters, and there's all. I'm going on that path, 100%, 1,000%. That's my path. But this card is actually calling you to say, like, maybe it's time to take the bright, sunny path that's just laid out in front of you, and the end goal is right there. It's okay, fine. Here's the example. So it's like Legend of Zelda, Breath of the Wild. Whenever you start the game, okay, you have to play the game in order to know this reference, otherwise you'll catch on. But when you start the game, you can wake up as Link, and you can go straight to the castle, and you can kill Ganon if you can. You can. Like, there are people that have done it. But if you're like me, you wake up and you're like, I'm going to go on every single side adventure that there is. Okay, well, now you're in the point of the game where you've already gone, you've already beat Ganon, you've already played all the side adventures, you've exhausted the game. Okay, you've done everything. And now you're restarting again because you love the game and you just want to keep playing it. But like this time, it's boring to go on the side adventures because you've already done them. It's like, yeah, okay, I know what to do. This is that, and this goes there, and okay. So it's like less enticing And now you're just like, okay, maybe I am going to just go see if I can beat Ganon, because it's more of a challenge for me this time, because I'm not as strong as I was the last time, or I don't have as many like armor pieces or weapons, whatever the case may be. This isn't your first go around with this particular path, but Spirit's asking you to see things through a perspective of love when it comes to walking that path. And when it comes to love specifically, and the like Amanda said, it's a person, it's a specific person you've been calling in, and that's why it's like going down the easy path, because you've already gone down all the bad relationships, the lessons learned, the people who are there to teach you this or that, and you're calling in the person that is meant to be your bright sunshine, the person that's meant to be your light at the end of the tunnel, the person that's, you know, the belly rubs first thing in the morning. I don't know, like that's what makes my dogs happy. But you've got to take a chance on love. When we love, our lives are changed forever. And then honesty is essential. Speak with love and truth. This person's going to come in, or they are already in your life, really. For many of you, I see they are already in your life. And the situation just doesn't look like what you thought it might. Like maybe you've been dreaming of it, or you've been hoping of it. You had all kinds of your own little fantasies about it, and it's on its way, or it's here, and it's like, okay, I'm seeing this for what it is, and I'm taking a chance on it because it doesn't look like what I thought it was going to look like, but I trust and I know that it is what it is because I can feel it in my bones. And the other note with this is the honesty is essential part, because look, you've already been struck by Cupid. Your heart is already in the game, but being able to unmask one another and really learn the depths of each other's being and who you are is going to be important. And the only way you can do that is by being honest with each other and allow it to be like fun, romantic, flirty, playful. You might still have a few haters in the clouds. Don't worry about them. It's not so much as haters, but it's just like people are going to see your love and they're going to be like, wow, when am I going to have that kind of love? And so that's okay. That's an energy that always exists. But what I guess the overall point is that you will be a beacon for others. And so let it be whatever it needs to be right now so that it can get to the point of being the beacon. Because right now it's still, we're being honest and we're still taking a chance. All right. So you're a bit off from that point, but you're getting there. So I also did have the Union of Hearts and the Love Makes a Difference, but I feel like this is really for in the future. This is like the end result. If we were doing a 1, 2, 3 card reading, in the end, you are going to be in your union with this person, this partner, and you're going to create a really beautiful life with one another. There's going to be dancing and singing and laughter and play and growth and joy and heartache and death and destruction and rebirth and emotions and depravity, because that's what it's all about. It's all about all the things, and it's coming, it's here, it's growing. Really, it's like the seeds have already been planted. You're both just still growing to become united. Okay. That's all I have. Amanda, do you have any others?
Literally just one card to build off of that. And I think like it's the 3 of Wands. I think this goes more towards the jealousy energy. So the message that I'm getting with this is, yes, it's important to have that support and important to lean on your friends. Just remember that this is your life. It is your decisions. You're the only one that can really decide what your path forward is. Even getting into a relationship, the other person doesn't get to make that decision either. It's your life, it's your decision, and only your decision. So it's really important to you've typically the Three of Wands is someone like standing and waiting for things to come in, but in this one, it's one of the strongest foundations you could possibly make. Like, this is all this beautiful foundation that's already been built, that you've built up with all of the support that you've gotten from your friends, which is amazing and it's important. But you have that. You've already built your base of yourself. It's now time to take all of this that you've learned and that you've put into yourself and start building off of that. It's time to jump out of the nest and test your wings, essentially. But it's time to let your own support be your support for a little bit, just so that you can have that confidence in yourself that you can make the decisions by yourself. That's it.
Sorry, I'm looking for. I don't usually use the book for tarot because I've been reading for a long, long time. But every now and then I do feel called to see what the message is from the book, because whether you know tarot or not, believe it or not, the books have different messages in them. Every book is unique and different, as well as every tarot deck is. So, and this particular deck works with Disney. Well, it's not Disney, but I call it my Disney deck because it's fairy tales. But it's fairy tales from different cultures, which I love. And I also have the book of the fairy tales. So I don't really know how that's relevant or important, but yes, Sarah, this is a collective reading, and for everyone here, these messages are for you. If you are here, these Spirit has a way of bringing them in to resonate, whether it's the specifics or not, like Flash said. Yes, so I thought it would be good. I was just really reflecting over the fact that we're saying, like, okay, here's this relationship, we're bringing it back up again. We've done a lot of reflecting on our end on what's going on with us and where we're at in the world and our paths and our journeys. And so I wanted to see what was going on with this other person and where they're at. So take this as it resonates. This could be for you. This could be for your person. Either way, take what resonates, leave what doesn't. But what Spirit is showing me is that this person has been really learning how to not even learning. Okay, let me rephrase this. This person has been working for a while to build a foundation of stability. They've been working on projects, whether it be little or small or large, to be able to bring in abundance and to be able to have a steady and stable foundation, so that whenever they do either offer something forward for you, that they have something of value to give, because in their minds they see the value of offering you something. Like, they see your worth, they know what you deserve, and they don't want to come in with less than that. But they find themselves in a place of feeling like wondering if they are ever going to get there. Like, they've set this goalpost for themselves of, okay, I love this person, I want to be with this person, but I can't be with this person until I am XYZ. I have a job, I have a car, I have a home, whatever the things they need to get together to like have their lives together enough to be perfect for you. It's like finally coming back around to them that this is unrealistic. Okay, You have to be happy within yourself, and that is what comes forward for a relationship to be happy together. It's not about this person being perfect and having all of their stuff together and being exactly right, or you know, being, yeah, those things are great and they make relationships a lot easier, but it's about the love. It's about growing together. It's about building a life together. It's about seeing what you dream of and being able to build that together, to be able to have the memories from the past, the love that you've built, be able to grow, withstand time, to be able to see itself through the challenges of life, to be able to overcome because of this deep love. It's not about, I have a fancy house on a hill and I'm going to offer you this kingdom, but it's, let's build this kingdom together. And they're coming to see this. They're coming to realize this because they're beginning to see, like, okay, there's cycles in life and they can keep working, but this dream is not going to go away. This dream is going to keep existing because this is what they want. For just as badly as you want it, they want it too. Now I have two piles here for as far as you go and as far as they go in your personal worlds, because I don't see this as union energies. These are two separate people. So for you, take this as it resonates, like I said, the Queen of Swords are at a place of like, I'm going to focus on building my finances. I'm going to build my foundation. I'm going to keep focusing on me and making sure that I can build a solid foundation for the future that I want to see for myself, because I have put in the dedication and the time of building like the little things that I need, of having those like daily habits. How long have we been yelling at each other for doing the little things? Now Spirit is saying, good job, good job. You've done the little things long enough now that they're like slowly becoming habits. Good for you. But because you're now at that place, you're like being able to see where you can grow from here. Like, what more can I create, or what else do I want to see for my life, or even just giving yourself clarity. But this other person, they just went through a bunch of stuff. We've got a Tower moment happening. We've got the Ten of Swords, which is just mental anguish. And then the Four of Swords, which is being betrayed and backstabbed. So it's like you're in this really beautiful radiant energy, and they're kind of in this place of like drought and dreariness. And the overall message that I'm seeing for this, because like whether you're looking at two separate people or this is all just you within yourself, because both are relevant, is that there's a balance that needs to be had between these energies of sending this person love or sending yourself love for the heartache that you've been through, for the pain that you've been through, for the deceptions, being aware, telling yourself like it was not okay to be deceived, it was not okay to be taken advantage of, it was not okay for people to say or do the things that were said. You know, the mental anguish that you have been through is absolutely understandable and reasoning. And the Tower moment is not because you did anything wrong. The Tower moment is not your punishment for this situation, okay? For whatever this was, it's not what caused the Tower. The Tower was necessary for you to be able to reconnect with this dream that you had in the first place, that you kind of forgot about because you got sidetracked focusing on being better or more or whatever. But really bring it back into, what can I do in this now moment to create, to evolve, and to expand? And how can I call my power back into myself? How can I embody that intellect, the knowledge, and the action between what I can do And where can I dream to create the life that I want to live? Because if things are not happening in the way that you want to see them, I promise you that there is a block around you in your own doing. And when you find that block, because it is something you placed, you can easily remove it. But finding it is the key. So look around in your life and see where are you telling yourself, oh, I would love to have this thing, but I can only have it once I've accomplished this or once I have this. And dispel it. Just dispel it altogether. It does not need to exist anymore because it's simply not true. Simply not true. You can do all of the things that you desire to do right now because you are the star of the show. You are the one who determines where the flow goes, and you, at the end of the day, are the one who gets to determine what your happiness looks like. And it's okay if it doesn't match what other people have to say. It's okay if it's just your happiness. But allow yourself to dream it, exist it, be it, and don't give up. Don't do it. Just keep going. Just keep going. Start somewhere. Baby steps. Baby steps will get you anywhere you need to go. I am testament to this. All right, Amanda. That's all the messages that I have for the collective today. I might pull a fairy forest card. Or no. I'm going to pull I'm going to pull an oracle dreaming card for my final. I'm going to pass it to Amanda. We are not going to do individual messages tonight, guys. So this is just going to be a collective space for everybody. But I love you all, and I'm super grateful for you all being here. And let's see what Amanda has to add.
I basically have an answer to all the questions that you were just asking. So we've all been going through a transformation. Not that you guys can read this, but it's Pluto rebirth. And I also pulled Cancer immerse. So the key is to let yourself grieve those parts of you that no longer exist and those parts of you that had to fall away in order to let yourself grow, and just let yourself fully exist in this transformation. So feel all the parts of it, feel the parts that are falling away, feel the parts that are coming in, and just take some time and really go over all of the changes that you've been going through. Because I know for myself, I've been going through a transformation for 3 years now, and we just did a side by side in the cove, a few of us with some pictures, just to take a look at the transformation, and being able to kind of go back and see all of the changes that you've made is such an important thing, because you don't notice it in the day-to-day. You don't notice it until you're able to look back and say, wow, I've gone through all of these differences, and there were all of these different parts of me that no longer exist anymore. And it's okay to be sad about that. And it's okay to, apparently this part's really important. It's okay to miss that person. But it's important to get excited about the new person that's coming in and the new person that you get to be, and all of the experiences that you've never had before because you've never been this person. And that's the important part, is feeling both and having that balance of both letting go and embracing what's coming. So that's what's coming from these cards.
Amanda, I love that. Love that. I just, because part of me really does miss that old me. First of all, she was 40 pounds lighter. Can I have that back? Okay, anyways. I didn't eat healthy back then. We're fine now. But point being, yes, there are definite parts that I miss about that version of me, about that person. But then I'm able to look at me now and just be like, wow, look at how much I've grown. Look at how I've been able to embody or be, it's like you said, like, yeah, comfortable in my own skin. And, you know, every life has its season for a reason, right? And some seasons last longer than others. And I feel like we all just ended like a 2 or 3 year cycle of a very hard, like, it was tough, don't get me wrong, it was a very tough cycle, but it was so beautiful. It was so beautiful. There were so many moments in that cycle that I'm just like gonna hold forever dear in my heart. But I'm grateful to be traveling into the renewed version of self.
I I personally did not enjoy turning into goo in the cocoon, but
No,
I like what's coming out of it.
the goo was bad. We'll just be straight. The goo was bad. But yes, rise nonetheless, beautiful butterfly. Or moth. Maybe you turned into a moth and you thought you were going to be a butterfly, but instead you're a stand up lunar moth who's gorgeous.
Um, Considering how much I've embraced my dark side, I would most likely go with moth.
Moth, yes, I know, I saw that 100%. Okay, well, I pulled some Oracle Dreaming cards for us, and I love this. Love, love, love all of these messages. Real perfect to end the night. But we have renewal and rebirth, so for anybody that needed a verification sign from the universe, yeah, yep, there you go. Renewal, rebirth, card number 41. Examine what you resist discarding. So what are you resisting getting rid of in your life? Look at it, reassess it, and what needs to be given a fresh start. So where is somewhere in your life that you've been feeling stagnant, that you've been resisting switching up? Clean up all the things around you that are cluttering your life. Okay. The next card that came in after that is sex in reverse. I'm going to explain. But it says, do you feel disconnected to yourself and others? What do you need to feel more loving? And where do you feel your needs are not being met? The message that I got with the sex card and the renewal rebirth is being able to cultivate our sexual creative life force energy. Cultivate, not use, cultivate, and use it for your creations, for your rebirth, to pour that passionate life bringing energy that you have into this new you. You've got one life, you've got this one now moment to be you. Pour your all into it. Whatever you can do. And if you can't, that's still pouring into you as well. The last card that came forward was action, and it says, take some form of action without regrets. Examine what is holding you back from taking action and cut it loose. You will get the most immediate results through acting decisively. No maybes. No maybes. Be decisive. Know what you want. Go after it. Take it with all that you've got. Allow it to be filled with passion and love, and not about the end result. This is not about the this is not about the orgasm. It's about the foreplay. It's about getting there. Sorry. Spirit wanted me to put it that way though. Okay, 30. Why should I stay at the bottom of a well when a strong rope is in my hand? Take action. It is not time to procrastinate or to hesitate. You are ready. Even if you feel there are blockages in your way, move forward. Changes will take place quickly as you act on your new plans. You have been waiting for the opportunity to take on a new energy, and right now is the best time to move forward. Face your fears and forge ahead. Fate and destiny have been waiting for you to move towards this space for a while now. Action truly creates momentum, and as you get moving, everything else that was on hold will now fall into place. You've contemplated, you've meditated, you've sought advice, you've waited, and now it's time to act. Do it now. Energy will shift and the spirit will work with you to achieve that which is for your highest good. Do not back down and do not avoid what you know you must do. It is a turning point in your life. You will gain strength and wisdom through your decisiveness. Leave that job that no longer holds interest for you. Cut loose those relationships that offer no support and act with integrity. Act mindfully and act like the person you want to become. I just felt called to share while I was reading that. I woke up today and I had the best birthday week ever. Like, genuinely, you guys, I am so freaking blessed. I cannot even start. And yesterday was kind of like me coming home from my birthday week and like getting settled back into my house and my routines and doing things and, you know, coming back to my own little form of reality. And I hit a funk that was so depressive. I was just like, how could I possibly be this sad or this like, how can I feel like this when I have so much good in my life? And then I let myself sit there for a little bit longer and kind of wallowed in my sadness. Then I was like, okay, fine. What can I do to help feel fresh and new? And I was like, I guess I could probably clean. I don't want to, but I could. And you know what? It overwhelmed the shit out of me, but I did it. I got up and I started moving things, and I just took everything in the room and I moved it to one spot of the room. And I just said, you know what? I'll deal with that later. We're going to deal with this part of the room for now. And by the end of the day, my whole house is reorganized and exactly the way I want it. Well, there's a few things that still need to be moved, but the majority of it is done. And when I started the day, I didn't even think I had the energy to make it through to the end of the day, let alone do the things that I wanted to do. So take action in whatever way you can. But really, I feel like right now, Spirit's telling you to push yourself just a little bit further, because freedom is yours to be had, to fly your life exactly how you are meant to. Yep. Free yourself from limiting beliefs and attitudes. Be an advocate of freedom so others can be free to pursue their dreams, and unshackle the chains that bind you from being the person you want to be. Dare you dream the life you live. Dare you dream it. And then dare you live it. Both of those things, equally true. All right. That's all the messages I have for you guys today. Thank you all so much for joining. This week has been really, really beautiful, and I'm so grateful for all of my amazing soul family. Alice, it's been good to see you, and Flash, and Lala, and Joaquin, thanks for coming and joining, and thank you for the birthday message. And I think we had Sarah in there for a while. Thank you, Sarah. It's always lovely to see you, my dear. And then I think we had a new friend, Hussam. Thanks for joining as well. And anyone else, if I missed you, I appreciate you all. These spaces are near and dear to my heart, so appreciate Amanda, the amazing, for joining us this week and sending her and her family and her littles lots of love, lots of healing and support for a quick recovery. And anyone else that is working through healing right now, sending you all lots of support and love. Yeah, this is it. I love you guys. I hope you have an amazing rest of your week. I will see you on Monday for Meditation Monday. We'll start the week off together with some inspiration and love. If you have not yet and you feel called, please do press the thumbs up button to like this video, and subscribe to my channel if you want to be in on the next videos. And it'll also tell you when I'm going live if you press the little bell button. So yeah. Much love. Have an amazing rest of your day. I send you off with a big love splash. And a namaste. Good night, guys. Happy Friday. Bye.